Chase race number 1 is here at Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California. We are getting ready for 200 miles of excitement in the Pizza and Wings Podcast 200. This track may be, well, half non-existent anymore in real life, but the beautiful thing about iRacing is we still get to visit it. I'm Joshua Coppernoll. I'm joined by regular occurring, performing, great commentator, Traver Burns.
What's up, Josh? I have a question for you. Since you didn't bother asking me a question, am I your favorite commentator?
You know, I can't do what Adam just did a minute ago and leave the voice chat. You put me in a situation here.
That's what I was going for. Anyway, we're at Auto Club, ladies and gentlemen. It's a fantastic track.
User disconnected.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, the track is the 2 mile doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately, which is a shame because it was an awesome track. But we still have it here in iRacing, and like I said, it's an awesome track, especially for the next gens. In real life, 2022, I think that was one of the most unexpected, exciting races that NASCAR has had in a long time. You know, these new cars put on a real challenge for the Cup drivers. They didn't know what to expect, and everyone was spinning out, and they looked like amateurs for a minute there. So now we've got some experience with the next gens, and our iRacers here tonight will have some fun with them. Hopefully get some green flag runs.
I seriously hate when things pop up on the screen. And this is not an advertisement for EA, by the way. And I didn't even click on it. I don't know what happened. It just popped up. Like, I don't... Anyway. This is not EA Sports, where it's in the game. Especially because this is a simulator, so... Anyway.
This is why you get a separate computer for other things.
You know, I'm a poor boy. I literally talk all the time about how, you know, go to modernpc.com, get yourself a modern PC, and I don't have one, and I really want one. And, you know, I'm so close to paying off my car, and then I plan on going to modernpc.com and getting myself a PC. If you are in the market for a sim racing PC or a gaming PC, head to modernpc.com, and this was a totally unexpected advertisement. Practice is coming to a conclusion here at Auto Club, where Noah Blackwell leads the way. We head into qualifying, and remember, qualifying is single car, individual. So we got plenty to talk about.
Yeah, it means everyone gets to take a look at who's messing up where and when, and yeah, I get to critique them. It's always fun.
And you know, if I was in the race myself, and this wasn't on JCTV, this would probably be about the only time you'd see me.
Yeah, possibly. I'd say you get on the camera a little more often than you think.
Well, yeah, because it's JCTV. I mean,
it's true.
When you are,
I do look for you.
When you are the JC of JCTV, it's just kind of hard to miss you.
Can't disagree with that one.
You know, we didn't have a whole lot of time. But because drivers are getting situated here, let's go ahead and tell everybody who our picks to win are. So, Traver, who do you have?
He's shown a lot of speed throughout these races, but I don't believe he's been able to close one out. I could be wrong there. But I'm going to go with the 22 of Josh Arnold. He just shows up and really sometimes shocked you as being one of the fastest cars on track. And I think hopefully this track should suit his driving style. Find out.
Giovanni Klein is exiting pit road, so he is going to start qualifying. So I've got just a moment to give you my picks. So, you know, when Brad and I are in the booth, we kind of have this thing where we don't want to pick Jonathan Parker or Pacey Wygant. You know, they pretty much dominated last season. This season, it's other than Jonathan Parker having 4 wins, it's really been equal. I really like picking Hunter Peach at these kind of tracks.
Oh,
Peach is really good on the 2-milers, and I'm telling you, if it is anybody that can take down Jonathan Parker and Pacey Wygant, especially at a track like Auto Club, it is that driver, the number 45, Hunter Peach, and that is why his Toyota Camry, it's going to be a victory lane tonight.
man, that's a good pick. I can't believe that one went right past my mind there. Giovanni Klein on track here. We got went a little too low entering in 1 and 2 there. Kind of got a lot of understeer, got tight, as they say in NASCAR, coming off the corner. 3 and 4 looked a little better. And going to come across the line, 39.9.
And speaking of Hunter Peach, he is the one on track for qualifying.
He entered there about the same place as Giovanni did, but he was really able to get that right rear around. His cars, it's really hard to get that right rear turned sometimes. You really, you drive it off the right front a lot, and the difference between getting on the right rear and getting on the right front is very, very fine compared to the Xfinity and truck. But Hunter Peach doing a really good job of that coming across the line here.
39.669 for Hunter Peach. I'm sorry, make that 653 because ATVO loves to mess with me all the time. Mike Campbell. He's out on track now.
He entering really low. He's actually downshifting here, and he's going to pick up some understeer. Was didn't quite get off the inside white line on the straightaway as quick as you want to. Didn't arc it in fully. So yeah, and also the downshifting is on new tires that it can work. I don't think it really gains you much time on new tires. On old tires, you're probably going to see guys shift a lot more. But yeah, he's going to come across the line here. 40.0.
Jace McGuire. Next one out on track. Jace was the winner of the All-Star race at Talladega.
You know, I tuned in to the All-Star race with absolutely no... without reading anything about what the All-Star race was going to be for NAOR. Watched for about 5 minutes and realized, because I was on about my 7th beer of the night, realized that they were racing CTVs, and I wasn't sure what I was watching for a minute.
39.802 for Chase McGuire. He goes P2 on the board. Dylan Chappell up next. And yeah, that race last week, it was a wild one. Unlimited fast repairs, no damage. Caution laps not counting. I think I got to bed or stopped the stream rather. Oh, Chappell hard into the wall. It validates any lap he has. It would have been a 40.065.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't gonna give him much anyway. Man, that was a hard hit to the outside wall. That tell you what, that wall really sneaks up on you, you know, and that at that point, he was already really high. He was going to get in the wall anyway. But, you know, if you were driving a normal lap around this track, that wall comes up really, really quick. And it's really easy to get into that turn 4 wall. I don't know why. It's just something that it feels like you can carry more speed and track out a little more than you actually can. Hunter Sr. running the top side for this lap.
A little bit surprised to see that, but it definitely is not a 17-second lap time like ATVO originally said. 39.754 for Senior. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, I apologize for interrupting you. The top side is something that can work. However, I am a little surprised to see him shifting on the top side. You'd think if you carry enough speed through there, you wouldn't shift. But here comes Pacey Wygant. And he goes straight to the bottom, staying in 5th gear. Another thing is if you stay in 5th gear, you're going to save a lot of rear tire too. So I've always preferred to keep it in a higher gear.
But qualifying really doesn't matter. You know, I mean, as far as the shifting or not, especially like one lap qualifying like this, you know. But for race purposes, yeah, I mean, you will save rear tire there. 39.613 P1 for Pacey Wygant. He jumps over Hunter Peach.
Looks like Nathan Lehman was a little late getting on track there. So he's coming out on his out lap, I believe. One thing you gotta think about with shifting though is when you shift, you lose a bit of momentum. You're gonna lose about 2/200ths of a second just to shift alone, and you might lose a little bit of momentum after that as well. So in qualifying, you usually don't want to shift unless you absolutely have to.
And maybe that's where the 400ths of a difference is between Wygant and Peach. I mean, honestly, I didn't even think about it until just now, but yeah, Pacey did stay in 5th gear the entire lap. I can't recall what Hunter Peach did, but Lehman.
Nathan Lehman pushing up the track, wow. I thought for sure he'd get into the wall there, but he somehow found some grip once he got to that outside lane. That was great job by him.
686 for Lehman, P3.
Jimmy Minch, bit of late apex shifting down here. If you want to late apex it, you probably do want to shift down because it'll get that car turned in a little bit more. Doesn't quite use up all the track though on exit. I do like the fact that he's really getting that car turned entry and center. Loses a bit of time sliding it up on the exit though. If he can somehow get that car a little more gripped up on exit, he's gonna have a good lap.
Well, he had a great lap. Yeah. Faster than Wygant.
What am I talking about?
Apparently, I'm not taking your advice. I'm going straight to him. And what is this?
No one should ever take my advice on an oval.
What is this front end of Kenneth Cheney?
Josh getting distracted by front ends. Oh, what is this front end by Kenneth Cheney? Trading paints, I guess, is doing a trading paints thing? I don't know.
Cheney even quicker than Mensch, 39.557.
Kenneth, I'm so sorry. We got distracted by your car's face.
So let me just give an update here real quick. Track temp 73 degrees Fahrenheit, sim time is 6:41 and changing. Wind. Janie had a 15-mile-per-hour wind on the front straightaway. Right now, it's sitting at 13. Was just at 10. It's going down.
Headwind or tailwind?
Tailwind, rather, on the front straightaway. Yeah. Definitely help. Arnold P3. 39.581.
Yeah. I wonder how much that wind is helping them out. If that was just a shift in the wind or not.
It is blowing straight directly across west to east. It's not like a little bit west or northwest or southwest. It's just straight west to east. 15 miles per hour right now. Jonathan Parker is now heading through 3 and 4.
He is dancing that car through 3 and 4, using the apron a bit to get it turned. Goes straight to the apron on the straightaway here, front straight. 39.69, yeah, it wasn't a very smooth lap for him. Looks like he lost a bit in on the exit of 3 and 4. Didn't quite get to the gas as soon as he could.
Cole Snyder going to be the next one to qualify. Snyder and his Di9 Designs Chevrolet.
A little bit loose there on the exit. Lost quite a bit of momentum, but we'll see what lap time he puts up.
39.661, P6. And now we look at the number 6, Nick Kapiak.
Smooth 1 and 2 for him there. Doesn't shift on this lap either. In that corner, I mean. Great 3 and 4 for him. Smooth lap. See what he puts up.
6.15.
Here comes Kyle Taub. And he actually elects to stay high here on the front straight.
Get it down to the bottom.
He's using up all the track here. Sounded like he wasn't 100% on the gas on corner exit there. But, still, I'd say carried a lot of speed through there. Oh, just got a tiny bit tight that turned into a little bit loose on exit. Not a terrible corner.
Yeah.
But gonna be a 7-2.
Yeah, P10. And now the last of the qualifiers. Your race winner a couple weeks ago, Zachary Meredith.
Wait, did I just hear a yawn from you, Josh?
No.
Okay.
I just woke up from a nap. I ain't tired.
Oh,
Well,
sure. Yeah.
Actually, I'm always tired, but no, I didn't yawn.
Okay. Must be a mouse in our booth then.
I mean, I heard a lot of static just happening, but...
Coming to the line for Zach Meredith, last qualifier. Ooh!
Wow!
He goes to the pole! 39.466 for Zachary Meredith. Great lap.
Okay. I got it now. We have been joined by Brett Bennett.
So there is a mouse in our booth.
There is.
I don't
There's
know.
also a mouth in our booth.
Yeah. Adam, clip that.
Just let's be honest. If we're calling me a. Oh yeah, no, I forgot about the Mickey Mouse thing. That's what I was being referred to. Yeah, we've had an eventful day. We're just racing now though.
All right, well, Brett, welcome. We were trying to. Draper thought I yawned. I thought he was messing with his mic big time, and so I was like, okay, what's going on here? And I was like, have we been joined by somebody else? Because, of course, in streamer mode, you have Discord sounds automatically off. So I was super confused, but anyway.
I was sending you a message letting you know that I was coming in, but because I had said I was going to make it when I could, but it ended up being when I could. So,
we were just absolutely enthralled with qualifying, so we didn't have time to check it.
Yeah, no, I figured as much.
I mean, honestly, like, I'll look kind of at the Discord icon on my second screen, and if I see that I've got a 1 or something that indicates I've been pinged or private messaged, I'll go, oh, that might be important. I have no idea how long it sits there, but anyway, no, on the other hand, Brett, Traber and I did our picks to win just as qualifying was started. Traber picked Josh Arnold, I picked Hunter Peach, so we're going to throw you in there. Who do you have tonight as your pick to win this Pizza and Wings Podcast 200?
I'm going to go with the driver who I criticized heavily at Talladega, Kenneth Chaney. I just think he's going to win tonight. I don't know. I just got a gut feeling.
Excellent analyst skills from Brett Bennett.
All right, well, Brett, take us away. There's 3 minutes left in this warm-up. Take us away with the
upcoming schedule?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Tomorrow night here on JCTV, the AmsOil Truck Series playoffs. I got it right this time. It is not the Independence Truck Series anymore. Get underway at the Texas Motor Speedway. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Mickey Mouse might win the playoffs there, so I'm going to go try to win it. I know at least one playoff driver's got a penalty to start tomorrow's race, so that's going to probably help me too. So Texas is a fun track on iRacing. I think it's gotten a lot better in real life too now, but that should be a lot of fun. Next Tuesday night, we're back with the Slide Job Racing League as the playoffs continue. Only 3 races remaining in the season there. This week at Josh O'Copernell's home track, Michigan International Speedway. Always a fan favorite track. The racing on iRacing is always great there. It's going to be another fun race. Then Wednesday night, XASCAR once again back as they head to the also to the Michigan International Speedway. So back-to-back nights at Michigan. Thursday night, the SAAC Coast to Coast Cup Series. Their playoffs continue. I've honestly been really enjoying running that league. I've had a lot of good results lately. But at that rate, that will continue as they head to New Hampshire for the New Hampshire 101. Another track I enjoy running at. I think I've finally come to get a hang of a next-gen car. So that's supposed to be a lot of fun. And then next week here in the NAOR Di9 Designs Cup Series, the chase continues as they head to the Rockingham Speedway. I was thinking the track's too tough to tame, but that's Darlington. Love Rockingham. Wish it was still run in real life. But that's another race, a lot of fun. So a lot of good races in this next week coming up here on JCTV.
Yeah, a lot of action, plenty of fun, exciting races coming up. And if you do pay attention to JCTV more than just Friday nights, and you're wondering, where's TNR? I thought they had races coming up. Well, TNR is still going on. We just we're not currently going to be broadcasting the rest of their season, but things are open in the future. But I'll tell you, I still want to be pretty active in TNR. I think I was a little bummed when couldn't race in TNR anymore, so I can still keep everybody updated on how the races go and other broadcasts. But go ahead, Brett.
I'm gonna say I just wanted to make a point here. More proof of the fact that Jonathan Parker is washed in qualifying. I know it probably was already discussed here, but 10th place, just more proof. Jonathan Parker washed.
He's going to show you he's washed when he gets another championship.
Oh, I know. He has made the playoff. Actually, never mind. He made the playoffs in 2 leagues. I made it in. No, we have made the playoffs in the same number of leagues. That's all I'm saying.
In the current seasons that are going on.
Yes, I've made it in SAAC and I've made it in AmsOil. He's made it in Jawb and in NAOR. Well, pretty much the same, you know. If you ignore all the results.
Yeah, I was going to say, now, as we should really go through our starting grid right now, I just wanted to point out the fact that he made it in every league he races in on JCTV where you didn't. So let's go ahead and show everybody our starting grid for tonight. It is going to be Zachary Meredith on the pole for tonight. Kenneth Cheney to his outside in P2. Jimmy Mensch, he starts third. Josh Arnold will roll off from the 4th position. Rolling off 5th, it is Pacey Wygant. Nick Kapiak will start this race 6th. Hunter Peach, my pick to win. He's in that 7th spot. Cole Snyder will start 8th. 9th place, Nathan Lehman. Jonathan Parker will start 10th.
Starting 11th will be Kyle Tubb. Hunter Sr. will start 12th. Chase McGuire 13th. Giovanni Klein 14th. Mike Campbell 15th. And then our non-qualifiers, Donnie Kite 16th. Dylan Chappell 17th. Ollie Reeves 18th. And Noah Blackwell is not currently, and Ollie Reeves as well, is not Clint Sim, but Noah Blackwell is listed as 19th.
So,
also, unfortunately, my pick to win, the outside pole sitter, Kenneth Cheney, going to have to start from pit road. According to comms, he was using the restroom and missed the grid. So, that'll move Josh Arnold up to the front row.
all right. The Pizza and Wings Podcast 200 miles, 100 laps around this amazing 2-mile track. Pace car is in. Zachary Meredith. He's giving the green light. Green flag out. We're underway here at Auto Club.
Yeah, not a great launch there for Josh Arnold on the outside. Said he was in first gear and it just did not take off.
Yeah, first gear usually doesn't work too well at Auto Club, but he's going to find some a space there in the middle, get him back up to 5th here.
And that was kind of weird how quickly iRacing led. You saw him on the inside there. Ooh, big condit there on the backstretch between Wygant and Mitch battling for second along with Josh Arnold. But you saw there as they went through 1 and 2, Kenneth Cheney on the bottom. I'm surprised iRacing let him roll off pit road that early, but he's going to fall in line in 16th, only ahead of Mike Campbell. So a lot of work.
Oh, big wreck in the back. Giovanni Klein around. Donnie Kite getting involved. Dylan Chappell hit the wall. Somebody's in the grass. That's Hunter Sr.
Parker.
Chase McGuire also involved.
And apparently Jonathan Parker.
Yeah, he took a trip through the grass. I don't think he has any damage from it. Oh, actually, he might have some damage.
Parker definitely has damage.
Big development here on coming to lap 2.
Oh yeah, the wreck started with Klein and Parker getting into it.
Oh my goodness, Jonathan Parker's wheel is at 1 o'clock right now.
Yeah, that's not
Not good
surprising. You
news.
could tell that car was crab walking almost immediately. Not sure what Giovanni Klein was thinking there, but then again, he's an aggressive driver, probably thought he had more space up the track, but you got to be paying a little more attention there, especially no reason to be that aggressive coming up the track on lap 2. A lot of good cars caught up in that. Nobody did receive a meatball flag, so everybody's still running in this race, but pretty significant damage to multiple drivers.
If I'm gonna be so quick to judge Giovanni Klein there. It looked like Parker. I mean, Parker could have been a little higher. He was trying to side draft Giovanni Klein. I don't think Klein maybe didn't realize it, but
car on the bottom there, like Auto Club, it's not exactly like a Vegas where like people all migrate down the track, but the lines on the front stretch, the rules when you're 3 wide here is if you're on the bottom, you should be right on that white line on the front stretch usually, and then start coming back up past start-finish line. You shouldn't really be moving up the track while on the bottom of 3 wide before you get to start-finish here, I don't feel like.
So an early accident gives some drivers some damage, but Traber, go ahead.
I just want to say while we're under yellow here, I just want to give a shout out to Jose Ruiz, who couldn't make it tonight. His brother got married this evening, so he'll get provisional points, and congrats to Jose Ruiz's brother.
So while we're doing shout-outs, just thoughts for people around here in Nebraska and Iowa got affected by severe weather today. Had today by the severe weather. We had a pretty large tornado outbreak here today. So thoughts for everybody affected by that. Thankfully, it seems like maybe it wasn't as bad as it could have been, but we'll see.
And a big shout-out to all the first responders involved with that. First responders, they are important, whether it's, our EMS crew, our fireman crew, or the police officers. Yes, that includes Brett Bennett.
Yeah, I know. I didn't do that much today. It helped, but...
Okay, then. Well, I think everybody except Brett Bennett.
Anyway, you're just doing a job. But yeah, about to go back to green here. Zachary Meredith leading the field. And Pacey Wygent, by the way, really took advantage on that start. Started 3rd row, already up to the outside of the front row here on this restart. Everybody, by the way, who was taking damage is able to stay on the lead lap. Real quick, looking on board with Jonathan Parker, and his wheel is still badly off center. He's going to need some more cautions to fix that damage. So, Chase McGuire has the same kind of issue, it appears. Everybody else looks like their wheel is at least straight.
All right. 16 drivers still on lead lap. Hunter Sr. still down pit road. Pace car is in once again. Zachary Meredith going to be the control car. Green flag back out. Once again underway here at Auto Club.
Josh Arnold able to figure out that he should start in 2nd gear there. Gets a good launch. He's going to jump up to 2nd, I believe. Try to jump up to 2nd.
He's going to try. He's going to be side by side with Pacey Wygant. And kind of out of line.
Yeah, 2 versus 1. Those 2 cars are always going to win on that backstretch. The draft is very powerful between these cars. So if you get one car pushing behind you, you're gonna really go places.
So Captain Biak moves into the 3rd position. Go ahead, Brett.
I was gonna say Hunter Sr. rolled it back down pit road. That car was really struggling. That looks like still had a rear tire, damn it, a rear toe link broken probably on that car. He's still on pit road. He's now 4 laps down and continuing to sit on pit road, so probably going to win any chance to win that race. Jonathan Parker, despite having his wheel at 1 o'clock, is actually staying with the pack. Oh, we got a spin!
Oh! That, Jawb? Yes, it was.
What a save by Kyle Todd, by the way. I don't know how he did not wreck that car. Or still green.
See what happened here.
Donnie Kite just kind of got into him.
That's incredible. And great awareness by Mike Campbell as well.
Yeah, as well as Jonathan Parker did a good job navigating that.
Battle for the lead.
Yeah, unfortunate.
It is Pacey Wygant and Zachary Meredith. Wygant, he was the winner at Michigan. Michigan, a 2-mile D-shaped oval. Auto Club, it's a 2-mile D-shaped oval. Oh, it was.
I would argue that the tracks they do drive somewhat similarly. Like, I'm usually pretty good at both of them, but there's a lot of differences. Michigan is a lot more throttle time. You have a lot more off throttle here. You tend to get a little more tire management at this track than Michigan. Plus, this track's a lot wider. You can make a lot more lanes work here than you can at Michigan. Michigan tends to be probably 2 lanes, maybe 3. Here, you can go 4 or 5 wide if you want.
Also, with Michigan, there's a lot less seams on that track. Here, you got a seam every single lane, so it's a little tricky. You can't. You got to really think about where you're putting your car on this track.
Perhaps you guys missed one of the most important things here is we still have a battle for the lead. Wygant took over the lead. Meredith wants it back, so he crosses over to the inside. But I was saying, I'm surprised you guys missed one of the most important characteristics of each track, and that is here at Auto Club, the turns 14 degrees of banking, which is 4 degrees less than that in Brooklyn, Michigan, in the Irish Hills, just off U.S. Highway 12.
I didn't miss it. I was just giving you something to point out.
In Lenawee County.
No. It's no Texas World Speedway in College Station.
What a track that was.
Unfortunately, they have torn out the banking of it now, I believe.
Basically, Wygant able to hold the lead now, but all that battling's really kept this pack together, and Giovanni Klein has been able to make his way up to 3rd place right now.
Which is insane to think about, because Giovanni Klein was just involved in that accident.
But he did, I believe, I don't know if he put on tires, but he did, I believe he did. I believe he pitted for fresh tires after that incident, which 3-4 lap offset. It's not huge, but it is a little bit. Plus, I think he's pushing harder than anybody in the field. We saw last night at Bristol in the SAAC Coast to Coast Cup Series with these next-gen cars. Obviously, very different types of tracks, but Auto Club is also a track that can really have tire wear play a role. And last night at Bristol, you could push hard, but if you pushed hard, you were going to fall back pretty quickly. We saw, like, I was second in the final with, like, 40 laps to go, and I was a lap down with 10 laps to go. Like, once they fall off that cliff, you're just gone, and behind starting to come under fire from Josh Arnold.
Yeah, with Auto Club, they don't really tend to fall off a cliff per se. But,
You know, I just real quick. We've had an epic battle for the race lead, where right now they're just pulling slider, crossover, slider, crossover, slider, crossover. This time it's Zachary Meredith's turn to pull a slider, and Spacey Wygant, he looks to the inside for that crossover move, as they are side by side down the back straightaway. These guys just going at it. This time, though, Meredith's going to stick to the right rear of Wygant.
yeah, down the backstretch, Meredith also faded to the left, forced Wygant to not be able to take as much of an arc as he could have. That really helped him stay side by side with him there.
Yeah, I'm not sure who let that lap. It was really close to the line. It actually went to Meredith by 3,000th of a second.
But look at what it's doing for the pack. We got the top 5 here under a blanket with the 24 looking wide.
Through wide.
Giovanni Klein, from being involved in a wreck, taking the lead here on lap 15.
He's not going to have it for long, though. He overdrove that corner.
And we're going to be 3 wide once again as Wygant and Meredith now to the inside of Klein.
Here comes Josh Arnold.
3 wide for second.
Race lead.
Why not? Go get your lap led, Josh Arnold.
There's still 3.
Let's at least have one successful Josh on JCTV.
Hey, that's a AmsOil All-Star Open winner, Josh Copperell.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we
I
also can't have self-burns all night here, Josh. Come on, give yourself some credit.
just roasted myself, didn't I?
More AmsOil wins than I have.
Yeah, that is true.
More AmsOil wins than me and Brett combined.
Yeah.
Alright, I retire.
Meredith and Wygant back battle for the lead, but Klein gonna just shove Meredith, and that's gonna both of them are gonna clear Wygant, and possibly Arnold gonna try to get by 2. And look who else is pulled into the picture. Cole Snyder now running in the 5th spot.
Yeah.
Top 8 cars, 17 laps into this race, separated by less than 3/4 of a second as Giovanni Klein looks at the bottom for the race lead.
Hunter Peach kind of fell back for this pack. He was in the middle of it a little bit ago. Nick Hapiak on the back of him. And Jimmy Mensch was really trying to get involved there, but he got loose coming off of turn 4.
Klein aggressively cleared Meredith into turn 1 there. Meredith had to check up. Let's Josh Arnold get to the inside of Meredith.
Yeah, Josh Arnold is going to fall back, though. This kind of goes back to what Draper was saying earlier, you know, being in line. If you're offline on the straightaways, I mean, that top line's just going to go by you like a choo-choo train, as now it is Meredith's turn.
Yeah, sometimes it works a lot like leapfrogging in a super speedway race where everyone's single file. You want to gain a spot, so you go to the bottom and hope there's a position there, but if there isn't, that train's going to go by you on the outside. It's not nearly as bad as it would be, obviously, on a super speedway, but yeah, that's partially what you're looking at.
And Pacey Wygant able to get back the lead there as he took advantage of the battle between Meredith and Klein. Klein clutches the wall a little bit there at turn 4.
Cole Snyder coming to get a piece.
Leaders side by side, Meredith and Wygant, and you've mentioned Snyder looking to get a piece. Snyder, you know, he's an aggressive driver. Also, he won earlier this season at North Wilkesboro. You know, he's hungry for more. He goes up, blocks Klein. Klein pulls to the inside, so they will be side by side for third as Meredith continues to chase Wygant for the lead.
top 8 cars separated by, I'm going to say, just over a second, I believe.
0.7 of a second, actually, from first
Oh, wow.
to 8. You throw a blanket over him. Klein just fell from 3rd to 8th.
Ooh, Meredith is loose! Still loose! Oh, man!
Happy active ball.
Still green! Klein finds a way in. Now the caution is out.
And the person who really wanted to see this caution is the washed one, Jonathan Parker. He was running back in 15th, almost 14 seconds back, was well slower than almost the entire field with damage. He's going to get a chance to take some more of his damage here. I think everybody going to come down pit road to take tires, though.
Why you gotta hit a man while he's down, Brett?
Because it's a running gag, because I make fun of Jonathan Parker, because it makes me... because he's way better than I am at iRacing.
He's already got damage on lap 2. Give the man a rest.
The interesting thing is I think Meredith probably got away with like very little or no damage there. But 3 playoff drivers involved, Meredith, Snyder, and Hapiak.
Yeah, I think it is very... I'm not looking at any steering damage for Meredith. Classic case of just, in these next gens, they're so hard to save the car that 99% of the time when you get as loose as he was there, that's just lock it down. Car's coming down pit road now.
Was that a yawn?
I did not yawn.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely didn't yawn. I may have let out some air out of my mouth, but it wasn't a yawn.
It's being full of hot air.
I am a balloon.
Pacey Wygent comes out first, Hunter Peach second. Josh Arnold third. Jimmy Mensch, Nathan Lehman. Janie Klein, Chapel, Dub, Kite. Are you a balloon full of helium?
Yeah, Meredith ended up being on pit road for 39 seconds, so probably some damage, but he probably was able to take all of it in that amount of time, considering when he pulled off pit road. Hapiak, Snyder, Parker, and McGuire all still sitting on pit road. Nobody had a meatball, so they're all going to be able to continue here, but for a lot of them, it's going to be damage limitation in terms of the points hits they will be taking here tonight.
Brett Bennett interrupting our bit for important race stuff.
Pacey Wygent coming back down pit road.
I wonder if he's could be topping off.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
I heard the fuel window was about 35 to 42. So if we're gonna go with the low number, if it's 35, then it'd be close on making it on one stop.
Yeah, but at the same time, I would not give up the race lead to top off.
I do agree with you on that.
Especially with how hectic traffic has been at this track so far. Appears to be what he did. So, him and Mike Campbell both came down pit road there.
That's going to hand the lead off to Hunter Peach here.
Also, during this caution, Chase McGuire has went a lap down. I believe he just decided to take all of his as much damage as possible here, possibly try to get it all fixed. He was well behind even Parker there with his damage.
Yeah, no one else a lap down either, so that's a...
And Jonathan Parker's wheel is still at 1 o'clock on the straightaways.
I wouldn't be surprised to hear that that's a permanent damage there.
Yeah, I would not be surprised either.
Oh, the base car going to come into pit road. And 75 laps to go when they restart. Green flags back out. Once again, underway here at Auto Club.
Great restart from Hunter Peach, and how about both Cheney and Nathan Lehman now kind of up there? Haven't really heard anything from them all night.
Giovanni Klein trying to push his way up into 4th. Couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, there's one word to describe Giovanni Klein. It is the word aggressive.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that one. And he certainly was trying there. He tried to gas it up and find some grip, and that grip never came. Had to back off.
Yeah, as somebody who runs in a lot of leagues with him, in multiple leagues with him, not my favorite person to drive around, I'll be honest here. That for the 7th spot in the, or 6th spot into turn 1-2.
You know you're supposed to be impartial up here, right?
I am impartial. I'm just.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Right now we got a single file train. Five cars have 6 cars, I should say, single file here. Right now, Giovanni Klein has a run. Gonna try to. Oh, gonna give him a push. Go ahead, Brett.
I think it's pretty obvious Pacey Wygen is saving fuel, by the way. He's running kind of just mild lap, like 40 set flat lap times, which he definitely has a lot more pace in that car. His fastest lap, he could run like 6/10 faster, and he's kind of leaving a gap to Cheney, kind of letting that draft suck him up on the straightaways. I think he's trying to save fuel right now. And maybe that is the strategy. If we go green from here.
Oh yeah, he's clutching in going into the corner. It's actually getting him really loose too. Someone at the wall up there. Yeah, that clutching in on a high speed oval is really hard to do, because when you let out that clutch, it's gonna get you pretty loose.
It's not the worst though. Like I've done it a couple times. I had one race at Darlington where I've done it. Well, I've done it at more mild speed tracks, but I had a lot of success doing it at Darlington and TNR, and I had a really good run doing some of that at Slide Job at Richmond. Honestly, both races where I felt like I had a good chance at a win if the race had stayed green. Unfortunately, we got cautions in both those races, but.
Well, it seems like he agrees with me, because he is no longer clutching in.
Well, honestly, if the number is 35 to 42, I would think he doesn't have to save a huge amount to get within that window.
So Josh Arnold, our new race leader, he was able to drive past Hunter Peach, and you saw on screen Hunter Peach was in a 3-wide battle for a moment, now falling back to 5th place as Klein, Lehman, Mensch, they all have gotten around Hunter Peach, and he is under attack from all different angles in this track.
Josh Arnold right now probably has the biggest lead that anyone's had over the course of the night so far.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if some other people in the field, in addition to Wygen, are kind of trying to save a little bit of fuel right now. Lap times throughout the field, Peach is running 40.1s, Jimmy Minch is running 40.1s. They're definitely a lot slower than they could be running right now.
Right now, just about everybody's single file. Let's say that. And they go 3 wide for 4th.
Yeah,
And
Lehman.
for second, Giovanni Klein trying to hold on here, giving it a bit of a snake. Lehman attacking him.
I'll be honest, one of my least favorite things people do on iRacing, because I just think it's, I've done comparison runs on iRacing and it makes very minimal difference, is snaking on the straightaways to break the draft. It makes a difference in especially like Indy cars. It does make a huge difference because the slipstream in Indy car is huge. But in these cars, it really, I've tried both without and without swing. The amount of speed you're scrubbing by turning your wheel and making the movement with the wheel is pretty much equivalent to what the guy behind you, to follow the guy, is pretty much equivalent to what you'd lose by not following in the draft. So it really, for the leader, it doesn't make a lot of sense. For the cars behind it, doesn't make a lot of sense. But people like to do it.
By the way, the proper word there was equal. Equivalence, a noun, I believe.
I was actually kind of waiting, if you were to take play a shot game, take a shot every time Brett says, and I know this because I'm an engineer, it would be kind of a shot. I was waiting for that. Not that I have a shot. I don't drink, but Lehman is taking the lead from Josh Arnold right now, Brett.
Yes, he is. Also, Jimmy Minch looking for 3rd.
We're still.
Oh, wow!
Josh Arnold had a lead.
Arnold gets a hole between Lehman and Klein.
That's underrated at Auto Club, the importance of getting clean air to your nose. These next-gen cars, especially at 1.5 miles and at faster tracks, kind of do drive similar to the Indy cars, where you get a lot of aero wash off the car in front of you. So when you're following in dirty air, it tends to put a lot more pressure. 1, stress on your tires, and 2, just difficulty getting the car to turn and handle how you want it. I know, like at Chicagoland a couple weeks ago in SAAC, we had that race. What I found late in that race was really running the top when nobody else was up there, because they just get stacked up on the bottom and you could pass 3-4 cars.
Cam, one of the things you got to think about with running the top is you got to watch your tire temps, because running that top's going to really heat them up too.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't like running the top on long runs. We saw that once again last night at Bristol. You could make more speed running the top. However, it came with the drawback that your tires would fall off the cliff a lot quicker. The one run I actually had a good run on was the one where I got to the lead almost immediately at the start of the stint, and then was able to maintain my tires and run the bottom with clean air. And I was able to take care of my tires and pretty much maintain that lead. But as soon as I got back in dirty air, I couldn't do anything. And I think that a lot of times is the case in these next-gen cars. I've noticed it at multiple tracks. Oh, aggressive move by Narrative, looking to go 3 wide for 4th in the background.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was actually on purpose. It looked like he got loose coming off the 4 and then just found a hole to take it 3 wide. Might work out for him here.
He does in pretty hard on the bottom. He might clear Minch here. It's going to be tight. Not quite clear. He holds it. He doesn't do it. They're 3 wide for the race lead once again.
Giovanni Klein was looking for a hole, and he's going to find one on the bottom. Can he clear Josh Arnold? Looks like Arnold's going to have the speed to stay side by side with him for now.
Yeah, and Lehman's going to be coming back on exit. Minch looking up the middle too.
Big push from Lehman. He's going to push Josh Arnold way out in front.
Oh, wow.
Peach just blinked out and reappeared in Wyjet's car. I saw some sheet metal going flying. I don't know if anybody got damage out of that.
I believe all is well.
Yeah, I've had at least one. My playoff hopes last year in the fly job were ended by an incident like that, so it makes me nervous when I see that. I had a car blink up the track into me, and it just drove me straight into the wall. no contact, no damage to him, but just destroyed my car in that race. And it does happen on iRacing, unfortunately. Not what you can do, usually just minor internet issues for whoever is blinking out.
You know, you mentioned earlier the game where you take a shot every time Brett says he's an engineer. I feel like I created the new game after North Wilkesboro where you take a shot after he mentions a different series other than the one he's commentating on.
See, I think
give it a chill pill. We gotta let our audience, you know, maybe let them get drunk by once we're past halfway.
Yeah, no. You see what I'm doing here is I'm cross-promoting. I am advertising for all these great series that we televise here on JCTV.
series.
That's the right term, I think.
Seriously, is
I've had a very long day. There was a tornado.
Take us. No, I'm just kidding.
you. You know, I really do enjoy having Brett in the booth. As much crap as I give him.
I always have a good time up here. It's all good. Top three have kind of broken away a bit, and look who's coming back into the picture. Maybe it wasn't as much fuel saving as it was tire saving for Wygent, because he's easily the fastest car on track right now, and he's gaining on the top three.
Well, one of the effects that you can have when you're fuel saving is you do sort of tire save when you're not even realizing it. And I think that's what's happening here. I think he started the run fuel saving. Maybe he gave up on it, you know, realizing he can't quite make it. But since he wasn't pushing for those first 5 to 10 laps of this run, now he's got fresher tires than anyone.
If our fuel window estimate's accurate, then he might not have needed to save a lot. He might have just needed to save a lap or two, and he could have accomplished that and then been able to go full on. But either way, he's worked his way back up to third, and he's trying to close in now on Lehman and Josh Arnold.
And one of the things I'm looking at with Pacey is it's not exactly something you can see when you're out of the car, but in the cockpit view, he's getting that right rear around better than anyone else I've seen. And it's really getting that car to turn really well right now.
Yeah, and that's I kind of noticed last night at times, and it
Jawb.
Thank you. But you can get with the new, and I've noticed a couple different times in various races just on iRacing, with the new oval track model with the rubber laid down. If you can find kind of a spot where no one's been running, there's sometimes a lot of grip in those spots because it's just not the rubber laid down. And it's almost like last night at Bristol, I was able to find something on like the bottom of the exit one of the corners. Just stop. We're good.
This Brett Bennett, a league advertisement, is brought to you by 21 Means 21. If you are under 21, stay away from alcohol. If you are over 21 and now have a drinking problem, please seek additional help. Or help, and maybe additional help. Josh Arnold continues to lead this race over Nathan Lehman, Pacey Wygent in third, Jimmy Mensch fourth, and Giovanni Klein. He is in fifth place.
Ooh. Jimmy Mensch almost got turned going into the corner. Giovanni Klein gave him a big push going in, and as he turned in, that back end almost came right around. Great save.
Aggressive from Klein. Not the first time tonight. And Nathan Lehman's closed back up on Josh Arnold, possibly going to look for the race lead here in a second.
You know, I also want to point out one of the things with Pacey Wygent, because I mentioned it gave him speed getting on that right rear, but also if you look at the onboard, he's also barely turning the wheel. It's barely going past 12 o'clock. I mean, it's incredible how little that wheel is getting turned.
And some of that's probably steering ratio, and at the same time, that's kind of my goal most races is to not turn that wheel at all. Like last night at Bristol, we had. Yeah, I got second guessing myself. But there's some races you got to give a lot of wheel. Auto comes a track where you really don't want to give a lot of wheel because that really just puts heat in that right front tire, and it's gonna just hurt you on the long run.
It looks like that's what we're seeing right now. Is we're not seeing a whole lot of racing, hard racing for position in this top 3 at least. It looks like guys are just kind of settling in, realizing that this might be a long run and just trying to save that tire a bit. Pacey Wygant just went about 1/10.5 faster than he did on his last lap there.
Hunter Peach, Kyle Tubbs side by side for 5th.
Sonny Klein give it a push. It looked like he was looking to go to the outside and just ran into the back bumper of Pacey there.
Klein looking to the
Now he's
inside.
gonna-
Why is it?
Klein a little loose. It's not, again, it's with these next gens, there's a lot of times where the car's moving, dancing around, but you can't really see it from out of the car. But that thing was dancing. It doesn't look like anything, but it was moving a little bit on him.
One thing I love about auto racing, you know, just so much. It is so much more than go fast and turn left. It's so much. You know, fighting the handling of the car, the weather, all these other cars being around you, air tight, air loose. And it's a whole lot of a team sport as they are 3 wide back here. Klein, Chapel, and
Sometimes we
Beach.
turn right too.
Yeah. The lame ones do.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I love road
All right.
racing too. I really do.
I just wish we could road race and not stop cars.
Racing officials.
Wait.
Oh, we got a car in the wall, Kyle Todd.
Brett, do I have some news for you? So we are still 3 wide back here. Get it's Janie among those. Janie's coming alive.
But you can't just say you have news for us without...
Oh, yeah,
stop
no.
it.
You guys both know. But,
I do know.
I was talking
I do
about
know what
the
we're talking about.
Le Mans, or LMP2 challenge thing. Not Le Mans, but LMP2 challenge.
Well, it is a Le Mans prototype too.
Yeah, LMP2. That's that.
Yep.
Very good.
Everyone's migrated to the top here, as we're just past halfway right now, and Josh Arnold has pulled out quite a bit of a gap.
So, though, despite that gap, top 10 all separated by less than 2 seconds between the entire top 10.
Oh, Pacey Wygant had a moment there with who was that? Kenneth Chaney. Pacey got a little loose coming off the corner. Chaney was right on his rear end. I think they may have touched as Wygant was loose. That was hairy. right now. We're gonna be coming up on pit stops. I'm guessing in around 5 laps.
I would guess probably closer to 10.
Closer to 10, yeah.
I think most drivers here are probably going to try to split the lap on that last pit stop, which is on about lap 25. So probably going to come around lap. Math is hard. 63. Probably about 8 laps or so.
You're an engineer. How can math be hard? Also, that doesn't count for a shot, guys.
Not.
I brought it up, not Brett.
It's not hard. It just takes some doing. I got to do the numbers in my head. That's what calculators are for. Yeah, why shouldn't they have used a little bit of style like Cheney right now battling with him for that 5th spot?
Cheney's side by side with Peach.
I was gonna say, you know who looks like he hasn't used up his tires too much is Hunter Peach. And he's might try to slide job here on Nathan Lehman. Can he get clear of him coming off the corner? It's gonna be close, not quite.
Probably could have if you wanted to be aggressive there, but not worth the risk. Still a lot of time left in the race.
Well, you say it's not worth the risk, but he's gonna lose 2 more positions after that too.
And here comes Kid Cheney, another guy who I think right now Cheney and Pete really have been looking good on tires. But Cheney, I think, could have the same problem Pete just had.
Gonna look 3 wide.
Cheney.
My goodness, that was late, and Hunter Peach is gonna back out of it.
Yeah,
Cheney really pinched him to the apron there on that straightaway. That was hairy.
I don't like that. That's
Oh, a lot of contact.
that's terrible. Throw a crazy block with 43 to go, and then put somebody in the wall on the next straightaway. Like, come on.
Take a look at the
Yeah, we got
replay.
Paul Tracy in the booth tonight.
No, like it's.
I have to agree with you on that one, though. I absolutely agree with you there.
It's just not acceptable racing. Like, I feel for Kyle Todd because all he's doing is minding his own business against the wall, and a car just slams him into the fence. Like,
Yeah.
he is not happy on the radio, and I don't blame him.
Jimmy Mensch there in the wall on the entry there. Also something that's kind of easy to do.
Agreed.
In regards to Jimmy Menster, you see it a lot in road racing. You'll see guys clip the grass on the entry on the outside of the corner because their eyes are shifted towards the inside of the corner. Well, in racing, we don't have grass on the outside, or oval racing. We have walls on the outside. So sometimes when you get your eyes focused on that inside of the corner, you can just accidentally brush yourself into the wall there. It's especially easy when you have multiple cars around you.
Hunter Peach trying to make some moves on the inside, now underneath Cheney.
Other thing to look for, Tobbs about to be side by side with Cheney. Again! Come on, Cheney. That was a really aggressive pinch down the track. Now tries to block Lehman. Like, Josh Arnold's loving this in his mirror.
Yeah, it was.
And there's it!
2 second lead. Oh, yeah.
Oh! Brew hit like that? No. He freaking kicked. Like, that's. He intentionally wrecked himself after that to bring out the caution, which ruins the strategy in this race and is going to put us under caution. That's crap. Like, it's... I don't blame Cobb at all for that. Like...
Yeah, eventually you're going to... When you use other drivers up, you're going to use up their respect as well.
We had this discussion last night. We had this discussion last night how I don't approve of intentionally wrecking people ever, but, like, he had that coming. He threw out another aggressive block on Todd. Like, it gets to the point you get fed up. Like, and
then to be proving my
his
point.
reaction to that of then intentionally wrecking himself into the fence and bringing out the caution is just also just not acceptable. Like, come on.
Well, now we're going to come down pit road, and depending on what the actual fuel window is, might see some fuel saving here. And I believe everyone has come down pit road here. We'll see who wins the race. Hunter Peach first off, Nathan Lehman, Josh Arnold dropped back to third on that.
Josh Arnold overshot his pit box. That's what lost him the 2 spots.
Wow,
Had to back
that's
up.
big. Josh Arnold went from being completely in control of this race by 2 seconds. Now back to third. Unfortunate for him.
Oh, got Kenneth Cheney to blame for that. Like, I criticized him last week's Cadillacs at Dago. Like, everybody was driving kind of bad, like, with no damage. This week, though, like, come on. Like, especially the intentionally wrecking it to bring out a caution. Like, just be an adult.
Well, we're going to have 36 laps to go when we go back green. And it is 1 to green this time. Bye.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I don't know.
The answer is actually 700 pounds, if you didn't know.
Okay.
That's just what I Googled.
Google University.
Hey, I got a degree there.
I mean, another person, once again, who benefits from this, by the way, is Jonathan Parker. Able to get some more damage. Same thing with Nick Hapiak and Cole Snyder, who were doing damage of their own. And Zachary Meredith. Coming up to that, I kind of thought we might have something coming because I saw Todd and Cheney getting close to each other. Yeah.
Green flag back out. 36 to go here at Auto Club.
Good launch for the inside line. Josh Arnold maybe get try to clear lane here.
Picks to win. Hunter Peach, Josh Arnold, 1 and 2 right now.
My pick to win is out of the race.
Side by side, Arnold looks to the inside.
To the bottom.
Why a paper? We had contact back in the pack here a little bit. Kyle Taub and Pacey Wygant, and then Wygant, backed up into Zachary Meredith there. Looks like everyone's all right though.
And I don't think people are fuel saving either, I'll be honest here.
No, but we still got more than 30 laps to go.
Oh, almost caught it between Chapel and Lehman for third. Being aggressive, Josh Arnold back on his run. He's been the strongest car here tonight.
Man, if these guys keep battling for second, Josh Arnold might be able to sneak away again. That's what he's hoping for. Giovanni Klein, the only one running the wall right now.
Klein is 4th place.
It looks like Lehman and Peach kind of realized what was happening there and started to link up and make sure Arnold doesn't get away. Oh, we got a wreck! Donnie Kite in the wall! Kyle Taub tagged the back of him. Both of them are gonna keep it straight. They drop places, they drop momentum, but they stay straight.
We're still green.
Oh, we've had a yellow flag thrown for that.
Donnie Kite and Hunter Sr. There was another wreck. Donnie Kite got loose, maybe? Or is it netcode? That was weird.
Oh, wow. Yeah, big netcode from Kyle Taub into Donnie Kite.
Donnie Kite hit the Kyle Larson, almost did the Kyle Larson hit there. Hard into the inside wall. That car destroyed that two. If I didn't do it for the 2 tonight. Hunter Sr. is mad at Todd for both that and the wreck to Cheney, but really shouldn't be. That was definitely not Todd's fault. So the question is now, do people come back down pit road?
Yes. And there are 15 others that agree with me.
Yeah, and I believe if I am correct on this, there should be 2 sets of tires remain, or everybody should have. Let me double check it again. Yeah, this will be their 4th set of tires. They have 5, so they're all going to have one set of tires remaining, other than maybe Giovanni Klein and possibly some other people if they had took damage.
Race off pit road. I believe Peach got him. Peach did win the race off pit road over Josh Arnold.
Yeah, he was just 6/10 faster on pit lane there. Overall, 2/10 faster in the box and 4/10 faster on drivers on pit road. Just a good job by Peach.
So this is race number 1 of the chase. Chase is 4 races long. And of course, tonight we are at Auto Club. Next week is Rockingham.
Hunter Peach going to take the top here as the leader.
Of course, no choose count in this league, but leader does have choice where he wants to restart at. And Hunter take me outside there.
And I'm not sure if this influenced or not, but Lehman and Peach have been really patient with each other in that run there, making sure Arnold didn't get away. So I wonder if that might have influenced it as well. Plus, Giovanni Klein is the car in 3rd place on the inside.
So your playoff drivers, Jonathan Parker, Nick Kapiak, Pacey Wajcik, Cole Snyder, Hunter Peach, Zachary Meredith. His first name is Zachary. Jose Ruiz and Jimmy Mensch. And actually they're chase drivers. No playoffs this season. 26 laps to go at the line. The space car is in. Inside. Restart zone. They go up through the gears. Green flag back out. Great launch out of Lehman. Lehman trying to hang on to the outside of Peach. I think he's going to get there side by side for the race lead. Is Lehman and Peach.
They've pulled away about 5-6 car lengths away from Josh Arnold there in 3rd. Oh, Lehman got tight up at the top side, ran out of room.
Yeah, 3 wide further back. Klein, Wygen, and Meredith.
Where's Josh Arnold going to go? Is he willing to be patient? Or is he... Oh, Lehman got tight again. Arnold's going to have the run here.
Also, quick update. Jonathan Parker's wheel is still not centered, but he is back to probably 12:30 instead of 1 o'clock. So, some minor improvements for the 48.
Oh, Arnold running Lehman up the track. There was contact. Lehman brushed the wall on exit. Still side by side for 2nd place, and Peach is loving every minute of this.
Now Pacey Wajcik coming back into the picture here. He's trying to get 4th. It'll be Dylan Chappell in the 99 there in 4th. And Josh Arnold getting a little bit of a slide coming off the corner, but he now has free draft of the 45. He's using it. Getting to less than a car length between him.
Arnold has really figured out something that these other drivers haven't. For long run speed, and he's doing pretty good on a short run too. Using that draft, gonna try to get to the right rear of Peach.
Not quite gonna get there, but he should have a decent run coming out. Yeah, he has a run. He has a draft. Where is he gonna go going into one?
Kind of sticks behind Peach. Actually, following Peach.
Yeah, didn't quite have enough to warrant a dive there. He also could just be being patient at this point, saving the tire a bit. Also, there is a bit of a gap between him and Lehman, and as I say that, he goes to the inside, tries to take the lead.
He's gonna send it now, slide! It's the wall!
Josh Arnold has hit the wall. That was pretty decent contact. That could get you some good right rear damage. Lose you a bit of downforce on that right rear, which is super important around Auto Club.
Peach.
And it usually doesn't show up as a good chunk of damage. He's still crossing him over, taking the lead. Now we're 2x2 here in the top 4, with Cole Snyder looking in.
Peach sticking with the high line. Arnold is clear, gonna slide up once again. This time not hit the wall. Peach looks to the inside. Arnold blocks again. And here comes Lehman.
Also, Cole Snyder back in the picture as well. Once he got all of his damage fixed.
Nathan Lehman on the outside, 100. Peach almost.
Big crossover, Lehman to the bottom.
The whole pack is here now. There was a chance that they could have broken away, but all this racing has brought everyone back into the picture. Lehman loose on the bottom. 100 Peach is going to have a great run off the top here. Two by two for third going into the corner. Oh, contact! Giovanni Klein!
Oh, more contact!
Turns left on him! Giovanni Klein goes around, no yellow yet. He's on the apron off the track. We'll see if they throw it for him.
They do.
Yeah, that was on Klein. He came up. Wajit may have moved out into him, but
Oh yeah, it was a classic. If anyone remembers the Kyle Larson, Justin Haley incident at the Clash, it was classic. Just top side gets hit. Guy on the top side doesn't like it and just turns left, and it ends up spinning the car on the inside.
honestly, I don't even know if he intentionally turned left. I'd see his onboard. I haven't seen his onboard yet, but it might have been. It almost looked like he caught him a little bit further back on the car and turned him sideways back down the track, and he was still countering it. But I'll look at why he's onboard. Yeah, a little bit of a left turn. Not much, but a little bit.
Oh, and that... Oh. I was gonna say there's some damage on the Wygen's car, but it looks like it reset itself.
Well, he's rolling down
Happens
pit road,
sometimes.
so...
Yeah.
Well, if they have one more set of tires, this is definitely a strategy that is an option.
I think, honestly, those that stayed out are thinking that there will be another yellow. Those that come down pit road, they're hoping that if there is another yellow, it'll be with, like, nothing left. And they have really good track position here. Still don't know if it'll work, but...
Or they don't they don't believe that taking damage repair, by the way. It's either that or they believe that the track position is going to matter more than 15 lap younger tires.
And think about it. 15 laps, that's 30 miles. This track, it does have an old surface. Wears out tires a lot more than some other tracks. Really bumpy around this place. I just don't know.
Well, I think at this point this would be the last time you would want to take tires, even if we get another yellow. I don't feel like the amount of time you have to come through the field is worth it. Of course, we are in the chase, so some of these guys are certainly just looking for, not necessarily to find the winning strategy, but to find the best finishing strategy. Which, yes, those two things can be different things sometimes.
More important news. Jonathan Parker's wheel, never mind, it's still not. I thought maybe it was straight because he hadn't been on pit road as long as caution. Unfortunately, it is still broken. I don't think that car is ever going to get fully repaired. Unfortunate. For a second, it looked like it was fixed.
You really got us excited for nothing.
I was getting excited for nothing. I thought maybe he would finally not be washed in this race.
I think we just need to have a drinking game where we take a shot every time Brett calls Jonathan Parker washed.
We would kill our viewers.
And again, 21 means 21. If you are not of age, please do not drink. Also, if you have drink, don't drive. You're better doing the watermelon crawl. And if you have drinking problems from all the drinking games that you play, get help. Call your local alcohol help place today. Pace car gonna make its way down pit road. 15 laps to go here at Auto Club. Green flag is back out. A great launch from Josh Arnold.
And a great... Oh, we got a spinner! Kyle Tom going to the inside wall.
Still on track.
Somehow stopped on track and no yellow.
We all got a battle for the race lead on. Arnold, big run corner exit. He's going to be side by side of Peach down the back stretch or down the front stretch.
Kyle Tom is absolutely crabbing. He's going to come to a stop and looks like he's going to tow.
How about Cole Snyder P3? As he sees these guys.
Also picked up damage from that.
Yeah, Blind and Wygett made contact. Josh Arnold pulling ahead of Peach, though. Still side by side. Peach gonna find a hole between Arnold and Snyder. Peach, huge run down the front straightaway. Gonna pull that once again down to the inside.
Josh Arnold tried to give him a bit of a block, but couldn't quite do it, and Peach is now gonna take the lead.
Run north the crossover.
And look at Cole Snyder. Cole Snyder's gonna have a decent look here.
Arnold's got to be careful. They're going all the way down to the apron. You could pick up marbles on the tires, and that can hurt you in the next corner. He's trying to get away from that side draft.
Yeah, Arnold kind of in the middle there on entry. Kind of messed up Colt Snyder a bit. I think Snyder was expecting him to go all the way to the white line, and he didn't.
I honestly would not be surprised if he picked up some marbles on his tires there, making that move to the bottom and just didn't turn into what he wanted it to.
That's what it looked like.
They're still side by side. Peach trying to pinch him down the track.
Hunter Peach not wanting to allow Arnold a run off the corner. Here comes Snyder to the inside of Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold didn't want to allow Snyder side by side with him, but he's going to get there whether he likes it or not.
So far, Hapiak and Minch, who are on newer tires, not able to really make a lot of progress so far up to the field. They're up. Hapiak first on new fresh tires in 6th.
Single file going into 1 and 2 here. 11 laps to go.
I think Arnold expected Peach to be a little lower there. And look who's back in the picture. We haven't heard another guy caught up in an earlier incident. Haven't heard any much from him since. Zachary Meredith moves up to P3, getting around Cole Snyder.
Off turn 4, 10 laps to go here in the Pizza and Wings podcast. 200, Hunter Peach. He's looking for another win. And a way to, great way to start off in the chase.
Cole Snyder once again unsuccessfully on the inside of Meredith there. Doesn't have a good run. There's a big push to Josh Arnold. Got him a little loose on the back straightaway there.
Nick Kapiak trying to make a move.
Meredith recognizing that they can't let Peach get away right now. Gives him a push to the back bumper of Josh Arnold. Josh Arnold going to go to the inside of Peach. Peach is going to pinch him down there.
Contact! Still side by side. All the way down the back straightaway.
Cole Snyder gave a big push to Meredith there. There would have been a good chance for him to get side by side with the lead if there was a hole, but there was not a hole.
Zachary Meredith staying behind Peach. Arnold falling back.
A little bit of side draft turn door banging there on the front straightaway between Meredith and Arnold.
He definitely got to clear him. Yeah, he's going to clear him, but Meredith... Oh, Meredith going to give him a shot. That's going to give Arnold... That really helped Arnold. Meredith decided to push him instead of trying to cross him over. Arnold, bumper to the back of Peach.
Peach doing
How did Peach hang on to that? That was an incredible job.
Peach doing a whole lot of beer driving.
To be fair, the next-gen car is pretty stable on entry, and he hit him square. You can take a square hit in the next-gen without losing it, and that was the case there. He never even really looked like he bobbled. Peach all the way down the white line there.
And we mentioned guys on new tires there. Nick Hapiak, Jimmy Mensch, they're running out of time. But,
Hapiak's right there, though.
He's there, but I would have expected them to use their advantage a little earlier here in this run if they had something.
From what it appears, though, you don't really get a huge difference at the start of the run. Like, it takes 10-15 laps before the tires really start giving up lap time. So it might be something where at the end of this race, it's going to be the advantage rather than at the start of that run. As Arnold looks to the inside, side by side for the race lead.
Still going to be side by side all the way down here on the back straightaway. Finally tucks back into line, does Arnold, and here comes Meredith!
He made a dick.
Side by side with Arnold.
Arnold was going to have a much better run than he has right now, but Meredith side drafting coming off the corner really killed all of that momentum he had right in that top side.
Snyder, big bump up to Meredith, gives Meredith big run. Meredith sends it in deep again. 3 wide for the race lead.
And he gained so much ground diving it in.
He's really able to dive it in hard. It's impressive, but he's going to fall back on exit. Snyder coming in. Here comes Hapiak.
It's going to be a very intense last 4 laps. Peach still holding on. Arnold still P2. Cole Snyder He's in third.
And Arnold pulling back on Peach down the front straightaway. That time Peach drives in a little higher. Arnold under him. He's got to get on that left rear and be able to side draft though, or else he's not going to be able to get there. He's going to duck back in line. Cole Snyder going to push him. Big run from the shot from Snyder. Here comes Arnold.
Side by side.
Snyder's been pushing everyone.
Once again into 3. Arnold to get it clear. He gets tight. Not able to do anything. There's going to be a contact.
Keep it together.
Nick Capiak pulls to the inside. He sees some space.
Cole Snyder finally seeing daylight on that outside.
Arnold heavily side drafting Snyder.
And that's what Peach wants to see in his mirror right now.
Oh, contact! Peach pulls down.
Clear off a push from Minch.
Jimmy Mensch pulling up into third place.
He's on a little bit fresher tires than the 3 in front of him.
Nick Capiak to the inside, making it 3 wide. Great run from the 6.
2 laps to go.
Jimmy Mensch, he wants to look to the inside of Cole Snyder. If he's going to make anything happen, he needs to do it now. Decides not to look to the inside. We're almost 4 wide, just behind Mensch. They're going to go single.
Oh, he bobbled on the seam. 24 gets a little loose on the seam there. That's allowing Peach to ride into the sunset.
Peach wants to see Mensch and Snyder stay side by side. Peach goes down. Gonna go back up. Now Hunter Peach. He is gonna be through 3 and 4. Snyder moves down. Hatback on top here. Side by side, maybe for second, but it's not enough. Checkered flag waving. Hunter Peach, your winner here at Auto Club. How about Cole Snyder P2?
Gave us some great excitement there, but you pointed it out before the race even started. This is Hunter Peach's style of track, and he proved that tonight.
It was just an awesome race. Back-to-back nights on JCTV with great... back nights here on JCTV with just excellent races. So Peach gonna burn it down here on the front stretch.
45 in Victory Lane on an intermediate, or I guess you'd call this a super speedway, but you know what I mean. This style of track.
It is not a super speedway. It is not an intermediate.
So what do you call it then?
It's a 2-miler.
All right.
It's a speedway.
A speedway. We'll go with that.
Well, a speedway is tracks less than 1.5 miles. Like, honestly, this is a good question. Is what do you call it? Like these type of tracks, like Pocono, Indianapolis, here in Michigan.
Speedway. Well, I would say Pocono and Indy are different because they're 2.5 miles. Yeah, but I say you could loop this in with an intermediate.
Like, there used to be a name for it, but I forget what it was. To be honest.
Large.
Yes.
Anyway, all I'm saying, the 45 car in Victory Lane on a 1.5 mile or larger track. We've seen that a few times. He's actually going to drive it right over to the real Victory Lane.
This is his second win of the season. His other win was at Circuit of the Americas earlier this season. Not his first Auto Club win, though. So let's go ahead and take a look at our unofficial race results. Hunter Peach, your race winner. Cole Snyder P2. Nick Capiak 3rd. Jimmy Mensch 4th. Zachary Meredith 5th. And Nathan Lehman P6th. And hey, you know, I'm not an engineer, but I discovered if we each do 6 drivers, that break it down even. Traber?
All right, found it. Jonathan Parker, damn it. Giovanni Klein in the 84 comes home 9th. Mike Campbell comes home 10th. Pacey Wygant, last car in the lead lap, in 11th. And Dylan Chappell finishing 2 laps down. He comes home 12th.
And the rest of your field, we had their DNFs tonight, 14th, 13th, 14 laps down. Kyle Top, Hunter Sr., he does finish 14, 15 laps down. And 3 more DNFs. Donnie Kite, 15, 30 laps down. Kenneth Cheney, kind of disgraceful way for his race to end. He finishes 16, 40 laps down. And Chase McGuire rounds out your field, finishing 17th, 77 laps off the pace.
Back to our top 3. And Brett, we'll let you interview your good buddy, Nick Kapiak.
Yep, I am here with our third place finisher, Nick Hapiak. Nick, definitely was an up and down race for you. Got caught up in that incident early. Were able to battle back and get a P3 finish. Took advantage of a little bit fresher tires there at the end of the race. What more did you possibly need to get to victory lane here tonight?
I was just talking to Jimmy about it. We had the fresh tires there at the end, and we were slowly picking them off. I just feel like we needed maybe 2 or 3 more laps. We were kind of setting them up, and we were getting the runs on the high side. And then once it got down to 2 to go, it was just kind of a free-for-all, and we were trying to go to the bottom, doing basically whatever we could. But I feel like if we just had a couple more laps to try to set them up high, because we had that extra grip, especially middle off on both ends, we could really gas it up compared to the older tires. And if we could have got there, I think we could have got a 1-2, me and Jimmy, but just kind of ran out of time.
Yeah, and came up from that early wreck. We're able to get a good finish here tonight. Set yourself up going into next week's race at Rockingham. How are you going to try to look to carry tonight's results in the next week as you move forward here in the playoffs?
Well, I've always stood by it. Don't if the car runs and it drives, don't back out. I had almost 4 minutes of damage. It was down on power for 2/3 of that race, and I finally, that last caution, was able to get it fixed. And she still wasn't 100%, but she was at least a solid 95. She could definitely keep up in the draft. But I was going to go in there with that same attitude. No matter what happens, stay in it. Obviously, you want to go for the win, but I mean, tonight's proof that you can wad it up and still be there at the end. And I really think that's how the championship's going to go this year, is just kind of adversity. I mean, everybody's with this car and everybody's speed that's in the chase, everybody's pretty equal. I don't really see anybody having a definite advantage, but just go there, survive, and try to get the most you can.
Yeah, and then last but not least, any sponsor shout-outs? Who'd you like to thank here tonight?
Juicy Spider Gaming, Juicy Spider Studios, Mike Morgan, my dad, my mom watching at home. My dad just got his heart surgery scheduled for the 14th of May, so that's coming up here soon. And then once that's out of the way, we can start taking care of the cancer ordeal that he's dealing with right now. But things are still looking up, and thanks again to J-Paw for putting on the league, and you guys for the broadcast. I'm going to go back and watch this one. This was interesting.
It was a great race, and best wishes to your dad. Have a great night.
Alrighty, sir. I appreciate it.
That was your third place finisher, Nick Hapiak. And Traber, I think you're down on pit road now with our second place finisher, Cole Snyder.
Cole Snyder coming home second. Seems like everyone was on your front bumper. How is your front bumper looking at the end of this race?
I'm trying to get, well, the rear's pretty banged up. The side was banged up. The front was banged up. That was fun, man. That was such a battle to come from dead last. Probably gonna get lapped if green flag pit stops happen. I had so much damage. I had like 5 minutes of damage when I got in that wreck with Zach, and feel like I had a fast car, but I don't know. Battling back, that was fun. That was hard. I'm out of breath. I don't think I took a breath or blinked the last 5 laps.
Channeling your inner Noah Gregson, I hear. All right, love to see
Without
it.
the throw up.
Without the throw up. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. All right. Well, looking back on it though, it seems like you really had the speed at the end. Do you feel like there's anything you could have done differently? You know, gone for a move, laid back, taking tires, not taking tires here and there. Anything you could look back on you feel like could have done differently?
I think if I took tires, I think there was a little scuffle back there. Could have been in that. So, having the track position, I thought that was going to help. And I know when the tires get warm, you get a little quicker here. So we only had like 12 laps on on green flag on the tires, but I needed the track position. And then, God, at the end, man, they were flying on the new tires. We had a block, and I was mirror driving. I had 2 of them on freshies. I had to worry about trying to go for the win. Josh is up there battling his heart out, and Peach wanted it. He wanted it. I wanted it. Nick wanted it after he was in our wreck, so I know he battled back to a third. But man, these are a tough bunch of guys to race with, and they prove it every week.
With the chase in full swing, did you were you still going flat out for the win, or was that in your mind taking the best points finish possible?
I definitely wanted to win. I was gonna make my move going into 3 on the white flag, but I think Jimmy got to my insider. I didn't just clear him, so I couldn't dive bomb Peach as much as I wanted to. So I just had to defend, and that's when I started thinking about the points. I was like, we'll take a second, we'll get out of here. It's a 4-race playoff with points. I shouldn't have finished up there, so I'll definitely take these points.
All right. Well, congrats on the points. Congrats on the second place finish. Best of luck in the next one.
Hey, appreciate you guys.
And I believe Josh Coppernell has our winner.
And that I do. Not only is he the race winner, but, I'm a winner too because...
I don't know. To be honest, blocking, I guess. A lot of mirror driving, and, this place has been, I guess, pretty good to me lately. I guess any 2-mile track, I don't know. But I know Josh is a little frustrated. I feel bad for him. I know how much he wanted to win. Try to give as much respect, and got sent twice. Don't know how I saved those, but I think I put on quite a bit of a show for y'all, holding on to those last few laps.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. You were really driving with your heart out there, and incredible run. Cautions kind of fell at interesting times tonight. It looked like as we were getting ready for some green flag pit stops, Josh Arnold was out to a really big gap. When that caution came out, what was the mindset like?
Just that's usually what this track is, but no, like I said, I feel bad for Josh again. He had a really good lead checked out there with everybody battling, and kind of wanted to see how that strategy would have paid out. But I know the caution, I think, was with Kenneth and Kyle, but all that whole deal. And then I was through a lot of drama, getting put on the apron and not letting back up and getting pushed around. But, we battled through it, kept ourselves up there, I think, in the top 5 most throughout the race. And just, put ourselves in position, I guess.
All right, another great win for you here tonight. Sponsors, shout-outs. Who gets it done for you?
Obviously, got to shout out Fastlane because this car was just as fast as that. I would say not the fastest car, but it was one of them. And 213 Simware for being in a car, and NAOR for making this paint scheme, and Pizza and Wings podcast for all they do. Josh for putting on the league, and everybody racing phenomenal tonight. I thought everybody raced pretty hard, pretty clean. Besides a few mistakes that's got to be cleaned up. Hopefully, I didn't make any enemies. I know some people are mad at me, but hopefully, I didn't do anything wrong to them. And shout out to y'all for putting on the broadcast, and glad we were able to give y'all a show at a track that we're greatly gonna miss. Hopefully, they never take it out. I think we go to Rockingham next week if I'm right, which is another pretty good track for me.
Yes, Rockingham is next week. So, congrats on the race win, and we will see you next week at Rockingham.
Just to clarify, I don't know who picked me to win at Coda, by any chance. Was that you, John? Should know.
It was not.
Okay.
It was me.
Taber, is that you?
That's Brett.
Oh, Brett. Oh, okay. Well, I thought Josh picked me at Coda, but I said, well, I went 2 for 2. I didn't want him to pick me, but I don't know. Y'all choose who y'all want next week. I'll about to say just maybe not choose me. I don't know, but I hope y'all have a good one.
Between you and me, just you and I, and nobody else, because nobody else definitely cannot hear this. I'll pick Nick Capiak next week. He loves it when I do that, because every time I pick him, he has bad finishes. So just between you and I.
Honestly, I would say a good pick next week might be Cole.
Actually, in all reality, that's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But,
we'll see.
Yeah, but we'll have to find out and wait and see. But I would say out to a very good start.
All right. Congrats on the race win, Hunter Peach.
Yes, sir.
Well, guys, that was a really great race. Pretty exciting. These guys raced really hard, but still put on a great show. Only 5 cautions tonight. So, what a great way to start off the chase.
Yeah, if that was a handoff. Yes. I thought it really this race checked all the boxes, I think, for an NAOR race. You had Brett joining in, getting a little passionate. We had plenty of drinking games. And we had a great finish. So yeah, I'd say I went on plenty of tangents as well. So in all seriousness, we did have I think some really, really good racing that we see often here in NAOR. So, and this track provides a lot of great racing as well. So, yeah, great. I enjoyed it.
All right. Well, I think we've lost Brett, but
I'm here. Sorry. My brain is dead. No, tonight was a great race. Like that. Excellent racing. We've had a couple really good races here. Last couple races here on JCTV. Once again, tell people to tune in tomorrow night. Hopefully, we keep that streak going at Texas. And yeah, it's just a great race. I really enjoyed the show that these guys all put on tonight. Top 7 cars all within 0.7 of a second of each other at the finish. So a lot of fun.
So tomorrow night, you can catch the Blazer Sim Racing AmsOil Truck Series drivers take on Texas. And that is going to be their playoff opener. Tune into that one. Dawson Allen, he's going to be on the call for that. I am going to be spending pretty cool time with my mother. Going to a Tigers game, so I will not be around tomorrow night. but it will be a fun race, no doubt. That I really cannot wait to watch back and hear how it went. And then still plenty of action coming up after that. With just about all of our seasons in the postseason now. So, tune in JCTV for a lot more racing action. Big thanks to everybody that tuned in. The admins, the drivers, for all they do. And thanks to my special guest, regular recurring guest, Traber Burns and Brett Bennett.
Favorite color commentator.
For joining me. And on behalf of Traber and Brett, the entire outstanding crew here at JCTV, I am Joshua Coppernell, signing off, saying stay safe, and we'll catch you next time.